Folks, welcome to Fiddlehead Fiddle Lessons. Let's return to the tune Red River Valley. I'm now going to show you how to add some variations to that tune. If you are a beginner, this is probably not a good video for you. I'll post a link in the description field to a more basic version of the tune. And it would be good for anybody actually to learn the basic version first, even if you just use the tabs there to get the tune before doing this, so you have an idea what the original melody is. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to play the whole thing up to tempo and then slow it down, show it to you part by part what I did, okay? Back to the beginning, all right? So, a bit more frenetic of a tune. Just to give you a general idea of what I added, it's mainly a melodic variation, which I define as adding notes from the scale to kind of expand the basic phrase of a simpler melody, all right? So what does that mean? You got to know your scales really well to do this kind of variation. So for this tune, again, it's G major. The scales are also just crucial for getting better at improv, maybe even essential, I could say, for doing improvisation. I'm just going to launch into it. I'm going to play each quarter and then maybe talk about it and break it down further after that. Here's the first quarter of the A part. With more flow. So we're going to start with D open 1, 2. Kind of a common fiddle beginning is to sort of bounce the bow a little bit. So you don't have to do that. You could do it without bouncing. All right, and then by the way, all left-hand fingerings are in the description below. 3, 3, 2, 3, and then open A. It kind of walks up the G scale there. 3, open, and then we're going to go 4. Kind of like we go down the scale from A4. Ending on A3. So without the pickup notes, all right, with the pickup notes. With pickup notes, you could add an open A double stop. Alright. But if you're new to bouncing, just start with a single string. Always try to do things simply when you're a beginner, okay? Then try the double stop. And work your way up slowly to doing. Alright, let's now do the second quarter, the A part. With more flow. It starts A, low 2, 1, low 2, open E. Then on E string, low 2, 3, low 2, open E. Putting the first 8 notes of the second quarter together. Then after that we go A3, low 2, 1. Kind of 3, low 2, 1, low 2, 3, 3 on A. Here's the whole second quarter again. Okay, now let's do the third quarter of the A part. So that starts, let's do it with more flow. Alright, so a low 2, 1, low 2, 3. Then low 2, 1, open, low 2. Here's that whole, for the first 8 notes. And we do a similar pattern following that, but it starts A1 instead. So that'll be A1, open 1, low 2, and then A1, open D3, A1. Alright, so the whole third quarter. Feel free to pause the video, consult the tabs in the description, or just practice it. I just wanted to point out that the basic version would run, the third quarter would be this. So let's see if you can hear how the same melody but more intricately in this variation version. Here's the basic version again. And the variation. So I want to pause and just comment, say that when adding variation, you should compare it, kind of A-B it against the basic version. Mainly to see if you like it, but also to help you clarify your ideas with the variation and whether they're working or not. Alright, so it's a pretty busy version that I'm showing to you. It's almost like a new tune. So if it's alright if you're playing and you're like, oh, I don't really like this version. That's totally fine, just so you know. This is just a suggested version that I cooked up to show how you can add variation. But anyhow, so let's keep going. Where were we? We're now on the fourth quarter, and there's two endings. So the first time we do the fourth quarter, we'll do it one way, and then the second time a different way. So here's the first ending of the fourth quarter. All right, with flow. And then that's how we get back into the open 1, 2 on D is the pickup again to the A part. So once again, the whole fourth quarter. And then going into the. So what did I do there? I started on A to open D. And then I'm sort of fingering up the D and bouncing to open D. Then 1 open, 2 open, 3 open, and then A. So the whole thing. Alright, and then once again I'll do it going back into an A part. So there's that. Now the fourth quarter with the second ending. Second ending of the fourth quarter will sound like this. So it's A to D1, D2. We're adding a hoedown pattern, a long, short, short, long, short, short. Okay, whole A part done slowly. Alright, now I'm going to show you the B part variations quarter by quarter, starting with the first quarter. With more flow. Starts E, low 2, 1, low 1, then E. I'm going to do it without double stops now, just A, low 2. Kind of a polyrhythm type. That rhythm is tricky. If we get it here, then we'll have the whole thing. Let's do a little loop to help you get the rhythm. Okay, let's loop on this together right now. Alright, and now when we play that A low 2, you can add D1. This makes a C chord. So, and that's followed by same exact rhythm, but we're going to go open E, low 2, open E, A3, 1, 1, 1 on A, but you can drone the open D there. Alright, so the second half of the first quarter. Whole first quarter. And that's also the third quarter. Let's do it one more time very slowly. Now let's do the entire second quarter of the B part. With more flow. So it's the same rhythm that we're just doing here too, so that we did in the first quarter. A 3, 3, 4, 3 on A, 3, oh, and then 3 times on open A. But we can drone the open D there, the D chord. Okay, And then the second half of the second quarter is 8, 3, 4, 3. You could use a 4 or open E, whatever you prefer. So the whole second quarter again. Third is the same as the first. Now here's the fourth quarter. So it's pretty much similar to the second quarter. Let's do it with more flow. With just a different ending. Alright, the different ending is low 2, 1, open on A, then D, 3, 3, open A, 1, open A, D, 3. Whole fourth quarter. Okay, whole B part. Let's do this. Review, review, review if you need to. Here we go. Ah. Back to the A part. All right. So glad you made it to the end of this. Hope it's useful. Please give me feedback. I'm trying to do some things that you have suggested. Trying to talk a little bit less. It's hard not to. So excited to be playing. I'm trying to talk less. I'm also trying to cut to the chase, cut to the tune more quickly. So I'm listening to what you're saying just as what I'm saying now. Okay, see you next time. I'm Fiddlehead. Thanks for watching the video.
Excellent!